Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Clawy Variety Show with your host Clawy. And as some of you remember, I did a tweet a few days ago asking whether I should do a photo shoot or do a story time for episode 5 of the show, and a lot of people voted story time. So it took me a couple days to figure out what I actually wanted to tell a story over, and I think I finally decided that today I want to talk about why I suit and why I cosplay. Now this little hat right here, if you get it open, this hat right here has some significance to the story because that's kind of my first aha moment. Now this will tie into not a furry convention but an anime convention by the name of Acon. I believe it was either Acon 25 or 26. I want to say Acon 25 is when I figured this out, so that was about 2, maybe 3 years ago. But for that convention, half the time I spent my days cosplaying as Haruhi from Oran High School Host Club. And then the other half I spent cosplaying as Luigi with his Poltergeist, so Luigi's Mansion Luigi. And that year they did the whole video game cosplay world record thing. And unfortunately somebody 2 months later broke our record. Thanks. Anyway, it was the Sunday of that convention. We had just checked out our hotel room, sent our stuff home with my friend's parents so that we could spend the rest of the day kind of doing last minute stuff at the con. Well, because I don't know how to use my brain, I decided to hold on to my Oron poster, which I had already gotten autographed the year prior, and go run around Artist Alley and whatnot. Unfortunately, as I was being stopped for a picture, I'm guessing my poster fell out of my grip or fell out of my overall pockets, even though they were pretty deep pockets, and it was never to be seen again. Needless to say, I was very, very, very distraught on the matter. Like, I knew I had taken it with me, and I knew I had lost it somewhere between entering Artist Alley and going through Artist Alley. Well, again, that day I was dressed up as Luigi, and I was very upset. I didn't want to talk. Imagine the saddest human being ever, and that was probably me. And humorously enough, I don't remember how many people stopped me, but I was actually stopped by several people wanting to get a picture of me in my Luigi cosplay, and because I wanted to look decent for the picture, make it worth the while to take the picture, I basically had to just straighten up, no more crying for the rest of the day, and just search up through the upper half of the con, look through Lost and Found just to see if somebody turned it in. Nobody turned it in, of course, because it was an autographed poster. So I basically never saw that poster again. So by about, was it 12 or 1 o'clock, I had pretty much given up, and I went with one of my friends to the Adventure Time panel just to kind of clear my mind, whatnot, and just try not to be bothered by it. But I believe it was after I was leaving that panel, because it was way on the other end of the hotel, way out the way. I got stopped by I was feeling better at the time, but I got stopped by a family two little boys. They were, I want to say, no bigger than maybe 6 or 7. Again, this was a few years ago, so my memory is not that clear on it, because I think at that point everything was just going in the water. But the two kids, I heard them like right after I walked out of the panel room shouting, "Mommy, I want a picture with Luigi." And I'm like, wait, me Luigi? Because I'm pretty sure there's another Luigi. No, I was the only Luigi on that side of the hotel at that point in time. And the parents stopped me, asked if it was alright to get a picture. I was like, sure, by all means. So we stopped. I stopped to take pictures with them, with the little kids, and then somebody took a picture of the whole family with me. But it was during maybe the second or third picture where just all of a sudden I felt like beyond happy, like ecstatic. Even in spite of what had happened that morning, what the events of the Lost Coast. But it wasn't so much that I was taking pictures of someone, but that those little kids were like super happy taking pictures and begged their parents to stop to take pictures. And that, I don't know, it just clicked in me that doing what I do, I can make somebody other than myself happy, which is like the most amazing feeling in the world. And if you haven't experienced that yet, I implore you, I say as I shake my hat to the sky, go out and make someone smile, because you really don't know what that feels like until you actually go and do it. It's the most beautiful thing in the world to me. I mean, aside from world domination, but we'll talk about that in like maybe 2 or 3 episodes, whatever. Yes, I'm still plotting world domination, but take this very heartfelt experience. Go experience it yourself. Make your experiences your own. Go make somebody happy. That dressing up in, oh crap, where's the hat? In cosplay or fursuit. Go enjoy yourself, but don't go just to. If you can, make someone happy doing what you do. Because that is why I suit, why I cosplay. Now, let's, I know I've kind of wrapped up that message, but let's, like, skip forward. Hold on, that was ACON 25. This past year was ACON 27, I think. I don't remember. I didn't go to ACON this year. Because, again, I can only budget out 2 cons a year. But let's skip ahead to Texas Furry Fiesta 2016. I forgot what year it is, guys. Help. But this, as you guys know, this year was my first year fursuiting, my first year in the parade, my first year with performance and whatnot. And again, these experiences differ, but they can have a very similar end result, which is very, very good, at least in my opinion. Other people have their own opinions, but it's my show, my opinion, my. I'm turning selfish now. I need to stop. But as many of you know, the big reason for the parade is to showcase the wearable art that this is, but it originated for the dealers specifically because they couldn't leave their tables to go out and enjoy the con themselves. So the parade is basically bringing the fursuiters to them. And I'm still rusty at performance, and I was probably very bad at my performance this past year at TFF because I was running past every camera solely because I wanted to drop an anvil on my sister's head because she was the person in front of me in the parade taking the donations and whatnot. But you would not believe how many comments from dealers like I got shouting, "Oh my gosh, she's just like a Looney Tune," and it's just goals, life goals have been met, guys. But again, I like Looney Tunes because well, let's face it, I love to laugh, and Looney Tunes present a comedy that not everybody likes, but it makes me laugh. It makes me happy. Laughter makes me happy, and if you can make me laugh, you've made me happy. I probably will not drop an anvil on your head. Keep that in mind. But just to be compared to something that was somewhat life-changing in me, that kept me happy for I don't want to say decades because I'm only that would only be 2 decades because I'm 21. But to be compared to something that I love, that a lot of people love, that just makes me want to go out and suit more because, again, I like to laugh and vice versa. I like to make people smile. The human underneath likes to make people smile. The cat out here likes to do evil things, but I cosplay, I suit, I do all of this, endure the heat that is occurring on my body right now because this is something that makes a lot of people smile. And you could be having an awful day, just nothing is going right, but I bet you that if provided you're not terrified of fursuiters, please don't do this to people if they're terrified of fursuiters, but if a fursuiter comes up to you, acts all silly, does the little goofy things that we do, I bet you after that experience, you're probably going to be laughing. If not laughing, at least smiling. Like, I feel like this is our job as suitors, to bring joy to the fandom in the many different ways that we possibly can. And that, quite honestly, it makes me a very happy fursuiter. Now, enough with the sappy. I know you came here to see all the evil stuff, but that's just what I wanted to dedicate the story time to. But like I said, if you want to suggest stuff for me to talk about, maybe ask me to tell a story about one of my experiences, I will be happy to share. And that's probably the only thing I'm going to want to share, because I know a lot of people actually want me to tell you stories about the next evil planet I have in store. No. No. We're not doing that. No. This is strictly experience, story time, and other little silly advice thingies. Alright? Anyway, this has been the Clawy Variety Show. I hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, next episode we'll see where everything goes. But, hey, keep those paws tuned in.